Okay. So, I know that you get a lot of testimonies and stuff. Do you have any testimonies, just kind of to finish it up a little bit? Any personal testimonies that you'd like to share? Not, and when I mean personal, I mean that you've dealt with other people with, or just yours even too.
Well, I do collect testimonies. Um, I have seen some miraculous things, people who had COVID, and the hospital wanted to ventilate them the day before,
Mhm.
and at a different doctor's insistence, they instead got an oxygen mask, which brought their oxygen up. This is a 4-year-old boy I'm speaking of. They wanted to ventilate this little 4-year-old boy, and instead he got oxygen that brought his oxygen up. Then he was released from the hospital. He got on my mat. As soon as he got on my mat, he quit coughing. 30 minutes later, he asked for food, and he was well on his way to healing.
Is
His
that, and then
mother,
you usually do everybody on sensitive usually, or lower intensity typically?
what I
Or-
usually do is put the sensor on and
Okay, that's
allow
what I
their
thought.
body
Okay,
to guide
got it.
the machine.
Got it. Okay, thought so. All right.
Um, his mother had a migraine at the time because she'd been sitting in the hospital for 2 days without a fresh breath of air. And so she had a migraine, she had hip pain, knee pain, sciatic pain, and all of that was wiped away immediately with 15 minutes on the mat, which is not always the case for everyone. She didn't even use the pad. It was just she just did the mat. His father had 3 toes on his left foot that hadn't moved in 5 months, and he had no feeling in 5 months. The doctor said the nerves were dead. That's just it. Your foot, you're never going to feel your foot again. 10 minutes on the mat, and he's wiggling his toes and giggling in disbelief. He
Wow.
got up off of it. They were able to get on their knees, the mother and father, and they were previously unable to do that. She was able to lift her legs. He was able to lift his legs. They had to help each other get dressed before this because they couldn't reach down and bend their feet and lift their legs up. And they were just in awe. I mean, she was literally in tears, calling me an angel and such, and I'm not. I had to give all the glory to God. But I've seen some truly miraculous things. I've dealt with many COVID patients, not my patients, the hospital patients,
Mhm.
but when the hospital has them leave, I actually help them to heal. And I do it by oxygenating their system, lowering the inflammation. I had a guy with COVID and double pneumonia. He doesn't even believe in doctors. So when he went to urgent care to get diagnosed with double pneumonia and COVID, his mom called me fearing that he was half dead because he went to the doctors. He hasn't been in like 16 years.
Oh, wow.
And so I went over there on a Sunday night at 10:30 and laid him on my mat on the porch. I see COVID patients outside, not my patients, their patients,
Yeah.
but I see COVID people with COVID outside, and 20 minutes on my mat, he was able to take as deep of a breath as he's ever been able to take without coughing. He was in shock that he could do it. And that video is on YouTube. All my testimonies are on YouTube. So
And
all these things can be verified.
what's your YouTube channel?
It's Pill Free Hope.
Okay.
Pill Free
Go for
Hope.
help. Okay. All right.
Because that's what I have, and that's
Mhm.
what I offer.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I really appreciate this. And obviously it helps the animals, and it helps my kitty for sure and stuff. And I can see your babies are still enjoying the PEMF life and everything.